Welcome to the part of product research. In here, we will cover the basic steps for product research so you can get started and know how to validate a product moving forward. So we have some product research we will be doing on Facebook, we will be doing it on AliExpress, and we will be doing it on Dropship.io. But before we start, I want to tell you guys a few things which will make it way easier to do the product research yourself. So especially this one, the biggest lie is that there are products that always need to have a wow factor, be unique, um, need to be unsaturated, etc. And my best products always have been saturated and have been in fashion. So um, it's really easy to sell those type of products. So biggest tip is don't make it complicated. Simple sells well. Think to yourself, what do you see people buying often or yourself? It's either clothing, things for in the house, things for your pets, things for your hobbies, useful gadgets, etc. So those are people already buying every single day. So if there is already a huge demand for, why wouldn't we be the supply? So um, we are doing drop shipping. Um, don't think it is as if we are doing a brand, if we want to reinvent the wheel, etc. But no, I always check what time of the year are we in. So it's currently April. So what will sell well right now? It are sandals, swimwear, dresses, t-shirts, etc. Like in the winter, I had huge successes with winter coats, with sweaters, etc. But obviously that won't work right now. So one thing to remember as well is the one who tests most is the one who will win. So we don't want to test garbage. We don't want to test nonsense just to test products. We want to do our due diligence in research. We want to validate the product, and then we're moving it forwards to the testing phase. So if we're going back to the top 3 points, this is how we usually do our product research. So let's go over it. First thing is the Facebook ad library. We use some different type of keywords. We have like 30 to 40 to 50 keywords we use. These are some keywords you can use. Basically what this does, you go to the Facebook ad library, you type in this keyword, and you see a lot of advertisements popping off. So if we're going in here, I've typed in, for example, 50% off in Dutch. And what you then will see is that there are a lot of drop shipping stores popping off because drop shippers, they always use the same ad copies, they use everything the same. So it's easy to see which are drop shipping stores and which are not. So for example, this is obviously a drop shipping store. In here, this is a drop shipping store. In here, this is a drop shipping store. So now we see a lot of drop shipping ads. So next thing what we want to do is we'll just click on order now, and then we'll go into the store. So the first thing I would recommend you to have here is to have an application like PP Spy, like Ali Hunter, etc. There are way more spy tools, which makes it easy to check if the customer has already if the merchant is selling a lot, yes or no. So we'll go in here, we'll check products, and I see, for example, that the products are not really selling a lot. So how I see that, how I analyze it, I check at the created ad date. So this is 21 days ago created, and the last sale was 5 hours ago. Same here, created a month ago, last sale was 14 days ago. So that means it's not really good. So I would recommend you to install this PP Spy, go into live sales, and I see they are selling this product 10 minutes ago, but yet I know it's not actively selling. So we'll click this one away, and then we'll scroll a little bit more. So we'll go downwards. So for example, here, we already saw This is drop shipping as well, very popular product. Last summer I did crazy numbers with this product. So what we always see is that there are some products popping off every summer, some products popping off every winter. So here I see no active sales basically as well. Really almost no sales. So here I see, for example, all right, so this product has a sale 2 hours ago, but yet it's not something which we are looking forward to. Then we check, and some days we easily find a lot of products, other days we don't. So obviously some days we have a lot of good products, other days it's just more difficult to find. But I always just check on everything just to take everything we want basically. So as you can see, we only get dropshipping stores, and what you will see a lot of times as well is you see the same products popping up. It's very common in the Netherlands, especially in the Netherlands, that people just straight up copy and paste everything from each other. So what we just do is we'll just go scroll, scroll, scroll. So we see some products, for example, here. This one has no PP Spy, so it has blocked. But yet, I think this is a good store. So what I do, I copy this one, I go into the dropship.io, I paste it in here, and we'll start tracking. And what dropship.io does basically, it does the tracking completely for you. So we'll check in here, go into my trackings. There you can see what type of sales they've already made. So this store, it needs to catch up a little bit, but we'll go a little bit more in depth on this later on. This is a product I've sold as well, very much. And as you can see, it starts to pop off again. And then what I see in here, so this store, I don't think it's too old. So it's quite a new store. And then what I see, this is on the top selling store list, and this one as well, and it's actively selling. So then what I just do, I'll, for example, take this t-shirt. As for me, it's enough validation to test, because we roughly test 40 products a day. We'll take this one and we'll move it into this sheet. You guys will have access to this sheet as well. You can just simply copy it. I'll paste the competitor URL. I'll check the spy method. So it's Facebook ad library Holland. Product name can just be anything, for example, Bruce, because the competitor named it that as well. Our product code, we always work with different codes, and we want to sell it, for example, for $34.95. And our note is, for example, sold a few times, already top seller of 35 days. Take it away, and we'll continue. So that's how we do a lot of research. So what you see sometimes, for example, is that we're at 50% off in Dutch. It doesn't really work that well. Perhaps a different type word does work very well. So this is another, so many dropshipping stores you see in here. For example, this product, I've done 6 figures in profit with this product alone. So it was a really good winner of mine. Here, we'll just click and we rinse and repeat. So, very simple. Take this, check on here, products. See if they have any type of products they are selling actively. If they do, we want to take it over. If they don't, no worries. Then we'll just continue to search. So 50% off. We found some ads. Perhaps this one works well, but we didn't really found a crazy product that works really well. And especially in the beginning, you want to have your validation on point. I'd rather have you to test one or two products a day rather than testing a lot of products and that that those products are basically shit. So in here we see this product, and it says it's a fat losing top. Obviously it's not, but they just made it their USP. But they are pretty selling it actively, and how I know that is because if we're going to check into the products, they've created it 2 months ago. Their last sale was 3 minutes ago, and it's their top seller because it's their best seller. So then I'll just take this store. I'll go into Dropship.io, start tracking. Okay. Then what we will do is move forward, check if they are doing some good sales. So they're not doing a lot of sales. And what can happen, guys, is that either PP Spy tracks not as much, they don't track too much, or the Dropship.io doesn't track that much. Those things can all happen. But here I see those products are pretty recently added and they're all selling pretty well. So for me, this product, I would definitely test this product. So what we then just do, we'll take this one, we'll go into here, save this, and then like, I don't know, library Holland. But with the pricing, you can play a little bit. I always like to sell it a little bit more expensive because it gives me more room to pay for ads. And we see that it's way better. We've done a little bit of our research in there. Let's go over to some other keywords. So this is a very common dropship keyword, back on stock, only then in Dutch. And then you can obviously search this in all local languages. So in German, Swedish, in Norway, etc. So here you will see a lot of dropshipping stores again. We'll just check on them. We'll see if they're doing some volume, yes or no. If they do, it's good. If they don't, we'll just continue to move forwards. So this is a store. For example, this could be just a winning product. It's as simple as this. It doesn't really have to be that neatly. So here we see again just a store started out. We'll click it away. You want to continue to do your research like this. So for example, there are so many stores, click them away. So here, sandalen, this is what I've done. So sandalen or sandals, it's really popular to sell in the summer. And as you can see, for example, this store already makes their own ads, which is pretty good. So we can check it out, how they are selling, and check it out. So for example, this also very good creative. This is how we use our creatives as well. We display our target audience in here, and we take images of the product and some benefits. So I think, for example, this product, this store sells pretty good. So for example, we'll go over here, we'll check live sales, and we see there, this is like a good store. This is something you can keep in the back of your mind. So what we just do is we'll take this, we copy it, take it to Dropship.io just to investigate a little bit further. Like that, and I think this store really does some good volume. So then what I just do, take this one, I'll open up another ad library. You just go to facebook.com/ads/library, And what I will do in here is I will paste this product. So, or this store URL, sorry. Boutique.de. So then you see here, we have quite some active ads, and they are doing some solid work with their creatives. They are doing some solid work with their ad copies. So they're just overall doing a good job. This is how a good dropshipper identifies themselves compared to the others. This is how my ad library can look as well. For all of you know, it can even be my store. So the reason why this one works and some other dropshippers don't, because they take the extra step in their creatives. They take their extra steps in everything. So very, very good job. So let's go over to their store. So they're already having some active sales again. So they're pretty popping off. They're doing some good volume. So I'm really curious how much they do. So they do quite some revenue. Yesterday they done roughly 7.5K, which is not bad, of course. So then I'll check. They've started out recently. So this, for example, this can be you. This is a store that started out a month ago, and they're doing some solid numbers now. So this can be you. It's as simple as this, really. So then we see what their top sellers are. So this is what a good dropshipping stores look like. So we'll check it out. We'll see this one added in March 16. So that's roughly a month ago. So they're doing roughly 15 to 20 sales a day. Same for this product. So what I would do in here, I'll take this one, I'll take this one, and I'll take this one. I'll copy them all into my own research sheet like this. We'll just paste them and we'll put their product name in there. So this is how we really find the products that work really well. So yeah, they are selling a lot of products and they're doing it all pretty well. So that is how we find our products on the ad library. That is how we utilize Dropship.io. So we put some top selling stores in there and we just track what they're doing for revenue. So really make your own type of keywords that are working well. Obviously, I have like 40 to 50 keywords. I won't give them away all. It's something you want to create for yourself. I've given you the basics right now. Should be able to be a little bit smart and think of some more keywords. So from there, we figure out how to improve a product we have found. Example, creatives. So this is a store I recently found, and they are doing some good creatives. And how we can do that as well is check it out. So they are selling, I don't know exactly what they were selling. Let me check. Yeah, they're selling something for dogs. I don't know exactly what it is, but look at how they are doing their creatives. They're displaying their target audience perfectly. They have some USPs in there, and overall just a neatly edited image. And trust me, if you're doing this on Canva and you take a few hours to learn Canva, perhaps a few days, it's a skill you will have forever in your portfolio, basically. And these creators are just very, very good. Basically, same with the other store we just saw. Very good creatives. That's already how we can improve ourselves compared to other dropshippers. So I've taken their landing page as well as an example how you can improve a landing page. So how we do that is we always sell on benefits, not features. Too much text is a killer in my opinion. Example, when selling clothing, we sell a piece of clothing. We don't sell anything that needs more explanation. Research the product on Amazon, check the reviews and questions, and apply it in your product page. Keep a simple framework, example, something like this. So a title, an intro, an image, bullet points with benefits, and then an image, and some social proof and guarantees. So for example here, they've done a really good job on their landing page. Local language, USPs in here, some images, guarantee, some reviews. So very, very, very solid landing page. It isn't any spectacular, it's simple, but again, simple sells so well. It really sells well. And then here, of course, work neatly in a sheet, and you can copy the sheet below and use it for your own research. So there's one more thing what we always do as well. So we'll just go into AliExpress, and we're, for example, going right now. We want to check on here, Sandals 2023. So, oh, it doesn't find anything. So what we just do is take in Zomerjurk Dames 2023. So here we see a lot of products, and trust me, those are all selling, really. Those are all selling. If I see a dress I sold, I will point it out. This product I sold last summer, done some good numbers with it. Especially where I try to focus upon is a little bit more the elder demographic. So I wouldn't recommend selling these types of dresses, but something as strange as it may sound, which your mother would buy, because that is the perfect audience you want to serve. This product done crazy numbers for me, crazy numbers for other people as well, this product as well. And what's the beauty about this is it's just full of winning products. Really, the winning products are, there's an abundance of winning products. So hence the reason I'm not scared to share the tactics we are using, because we find many winning products on a daily basis. And then basically what we do is we just create one killer description for all of the dresses, and we only paste the pictures and we rinse and repeat, test it out, test it out, test it out. So that's what we do. For example, shoe for ladies, we'll check it out. A lot of products working very well. Here, even with this product, I've done over 7 figures. With this product, I've done over 7 figures. So that's not 100,000 euro, that's 1 million euro plus. This one as well. So these are just crazy winning products. And if you know how to market them correctly, which we've just showcased, it's really easy to go from here. So these are all the things you can do. Remember, we want to focus upon where are we currently in. So if it's in the summer, we sell some summer stuff. If it's in the winter, we sell the winter stuff. We want to improve compared to the competitors, and we want to continue to research with the keywords on Dropship.io, AliExpress, etc. Good luck with your product research, and let me know if you have any questions.